So yesterday we completed this integration test plan. Let next one is an functional test plan. Functional test plan. During the planning, the test lead is going to be assigning to the test team. Whatever the things see, it is a step-by-step process. Whereas come to first two things is totally one is an integration, another one module wise where we are going to be testing, and testing means we are going to be using the integration testing, and unit testing is going to be done by whom? Developers. Whereas come to functional testing test plan, this one is going to be the team leader is going to be giving the task to the tester team. What is the scope? What is the schedule? What is the deliverables we are going to be for testing cycle? Likewise, they are going to be giving those things. The test lead is going to be delivering a test plan document also, and test schedule also. The test manager is going to be providing all details to the test lead. Test lead is going to be delivering these things to the testing team. Okay, regarding the documentation of test plan, which function test plan and test schedule. These people don't want any regarding this information related to that. What are the needs or requirements and all. Already this lead test manager as well as test lead, they take care about that all these things. Which one regarding that requirements, designing of test strategies and requirement document, data flow diagrams, whatever it there. Because everything they are going to be they are taking care about all these things. Whereas come to this functional test plan, totally depends on tester team. Okay, they have to know about the scope. What is the scope they have to check within the particular module, or as well along to that they need a schedule also. By seeing the schedule, these people are going to be checking all these things. And another one, work plan, document plan, test plan, along with that work plan. By revision of the test cycle, already we have a STLC, four phases. We have step by step doing those phases. By using these stages, they are going to be revisions, conducting some reviews, and test execution, test plan. By seeing the test plan, they are going to be writing the test cases and everything. And by using those test cases, they are going to be test execution they will do, and then finally they will prepare a report by conducting some reviews, and then based upon the feedback again they are going to be starts from starting. Okay, likewise the test plan is going to be totally depends in the under this test plan. These are the tasks. Which task lists the objectives of the functional testing, partitioning the functional decomposition, traceability matrix formation, and list the function to be tested. What are the lists? They likewise they have to list out all this. First one is the list the objectives of the functional testing. It is going to be telling about overall objectives of performing the functional testing is going to be prepared. Overall objectives. Not only this, if you are doing any research also, first we have to write the objectives. By seeing the objectives, only we are going to be defining how we are going to be solving those problems. Likewise, we will do that step by step. That's why list the objectives of the overall objectives of the performing functioning. Okay, performance functioning testing is prepared. Likewise, they are going to be preparing the list of objectives in the particular test plan. Which one? Test a functional test plan. Whereas come to second one, partition functional decomposition is there. No, the functional decomposition of a system is or party that is going to be a partitioning only. Either it may be a partition, another term also it is going to be called as a functional decomposition. That is also called as a partitioning. Main here concept is breakdown of a system into a functional components or functional areas. Means that partitioning those things. One is an suppose take an example, domain testing. In domain testing we are making as an splitting all the domain into partitions. No, after that they are going to be conducting some testing on that one. Same here also, the breaking down of a system into an functional components or functional areas. Other along with that, what they're going to be taking is they're going to be taking some responsibilities for functional decompositions. Are a module, suppose model is there, some model, they're going to be applying the they're taking some responsibilities for the functional decompositions. So that is nothing but functional decomposition is nothing but a partitions. Okay, of the system they will take care, and they're going to be doing some uh, reviews and the deliverables, they're going to be connecting so many things on the particular functional composition. That main thing here is nothing but partitioning the which one system, that whatever the system they have, they are going to be convert that into a partition, and they will check the what is the responsibilities they have to do on the particular model, and what type of reviews and the deliverables they have to do on the particular module. Along with that, what type of functional decomposition is going to be, whether it is sufficient or insufficient. Likewise, they are going to be checking in the particular uh, which one, the partition modules. Step by step they will do all these things in the partitioning and functional decomposition. Whereas come to the third one, traceability matrix function. The traceability matrix function is nothing but, like I will show you a small example. This is nothing but traceability matrix function. See, if requirements is there, and under this requirement, which functions are going to be designed in the particular requirement, what is the internal design code, and what are the test cases. Already we have a set of test cases is there. Main thing, what here going to be checking here, traceability matrix means it is going to be mapping whatever the requirement they taken for this requirement, which function the based upon the requirement, they will check that which functionality is going to be working for this requirement, and what are the identified the functional designs, no, function F1, F4, F5. Based upon the functional design, which code is going to be interlinked for the particular requirement, what are the test cases they retain for the particular requirement. Likewise, they will categorize in the traceability matrix. By seeing this one, they can easily understand that which requirement, which functionality is mapped to this requirement, which code is going to be mapped to this requirement. See, that's why they starts with requirement, and they starts with this, whatever the requirement is gathered from the stakeholders, desired need stakeholders. They are giving they have the desired, no, these are the needs they have. Based upon the requirements, they are going to be represented the requirement one, requirement two. Likewise, they will map all these things step by step, and while writing the code, this one is a functional testing. That's why here there is no coding part and all. Simply they are going to be checking the requirement. Along with the requirement, which functions is going to be mapped to this requirement. Suppose login, logout, if it is mapped to this requirement, we will write that function 1, function 2. Likewise, function 2, 3 are not going to be mapping this requirement. That's why they taken only F1, F4, F5, and then internal design code abc.cpp and abc.h. That is a CP, some C++ code is going to be assigned to the design for the particular feature, and then for that one they return some test cases step by step. This is a traceability matrix. Okay, there which test cases also we can easily identify by seeing this one. You understand this traceability matrix? Next one, list the functions to be tested, and we have to list out all the functional methods and the traceability matrix with their appropriate details needed for the planning. That is nothing but list based up by seeing that one traceability matrix. We can easily get that information. List of functions. You see, if you saw here, F1, F5, F4, F4, F5 is there. No, these are all the functions is mapping to the requirement one, and along with that, we will get a plan also, detailed needs to test the particular one. For test the requirement one, we have a test cases IDs also. Test case T1, T5, T8, T12 to T14. 4 test cases are mapped to this, which one, R1. Okay, whenever they are going to be trace the requirement one, by seeing these test cases, they can easily whether it is tested or not, what are the list with these functions is tested or not. Suppose if you run these 4 test cases, we know that these functions is going to be tested, and which functions didn't tested, we can easily trace by using the traceability matrix, by using the test cases. You got it? No, this is about which one? Functional test plan. Okay, these are the 4 tasks we are going to be performing. Whereas come to integration testing, these are the things we already saw this also. Documentation preparation, module for integration. In this one, availability subsystem will check. strategies of integration, test harness. In this one, we are going to be checking that the stub and drivers, and along with that, list of tests to be tested, list the task not to be tested. Likewise, we'll point all task in the particular integration testing. Likewise, each and every we have a almost how many test plans means five is there. One is an unit test plan, another one is an functional test plan, another one is an integration test, another one is an system test plan, acceptance test plan. For each and every testing, we have a test plans is there. We have to prepare a document compass. These are all nothing but while designing the test plan for unit testing, we have to follow some task to start the functional testing. To this one functional testing, we have to follow these steps compulsorily. Which things is tested, which functions didn't tested. Likewise, we can get through the traceability matrix. Whereas come to system testing, this one is one of the most important part of the software development. Why? Because after completion of the particular implementation part, the new software is going to be generated no into the system. At the time, we are going to be checking the total system. Earlier, we are doing that unit testing is a small components, and integration when you are testing integration testing, when you are doing that one is on module wise, the two modules whenever we are integrating. At the time, we are going to be using the integration testing. Another one is an functional testing. It is going to be checking under the functionality of the each and every part in the particular application by taking some requirements. Based upon the requirements alone, we are going to be testing in the functional testing. Whereas system test plan, it is an important part. Why? Because we are taking whole system and we are going to be testing the application, new software developer, software system application which is developed for the new features with a new task. Okay, from starting to ending, we have to test it. That is the main thing here. If it won't crash, the total proper box checking has been done in the particular test plan. We have to test the run. It is the system is running properly or not. We will meet the requirements or not. Likewise, we'll test the application. We will ensure that the system is free of defects. Why? Because whenever we are deploying the application, we have to know that it is an 100%, not 100%. Some errors is not there. Main error free is not possible. Defects means error is not a problem. Suppose it is a small minor errors means that is not going to be affect the total system. Some defects it is having, but it is not going to be affect the total system. Okay, in system plan, what they are going to be checking means whether it is compatible in the environment, whether it is what are the inputs we will get. It is going to be providing at least some partial output, not partial, some output. Whatever the module they release, it is going to be executed. Okay, likewise, they will test the total system, application system. We have the task is there in the testing system test plan. First one, partitioning the requirements. We have to do the partitioning requirements, system description, and the features to be tested, strategy and report format, developing a requirement coverage matrix. Why? Because it is a total system we are testing. No, so what are the requirement? It is coverage. Likewise, earlier we saw traceability matrix. Requirement is there, functional. So for this requirement, which functions is going to be working, and which code is going to be mapping, and which test cases is going to be testing. Whereas community and testing plan, we have to check the requirement, develop a requirement coverage. What are the requirements they gathered from the stakeholder? They have to check the coverage of the requirements, whether in the form of matrix by tabular format. And the smoke test, it is going to be one of the tests which is going to be using at ending stage. Okay, major functionalities are working or not. Likewise, they will test in the smoke test set. Okay, another one is an entry and exit of the criteria. Each and everything they will check. Suspensions criteria. Any suspension is there in the criteria, we have to take those things. And resource requirements, what are the resource requirements they're taken? Tested teams who are involved in the test teams, likewise they will gather who are the test team enlisted in the assignment, and it means that they are tested from starting to ending. They have to together, and they have to finalize, they have to give these things. And then finally partitioning the organization, and extend and constraints they have to check, and schedule estimation. Everything is going to be done in the system plan. Earlier, based upon the testing plan, we written some what some documents we prepared. Same as it is here also. It is not a testing. Before start the system testing, we have to plan these things before the system testing. That's why we have to know that what are the things is what are the tasks is there in the particular steps is there in the particular system test plan. Come to the first one, partitioning of the requirement. Already we know what is the partitioning. What are the requirements they ask. We divide into a partition. Best example, Niva is there. In Niva, the what is the main Niva purpose is nothing but if we are discussing about Niva, it is a ERP system which is going to be helpful for the any educational institution. That is an ERP system actually. They named with an Niva name. That is the name which is defined by our management, Niva. Likewise, actually it is a ERP system. The ERP main intention of ERP system is that already we have a different ERP systems. So many of companies they already developed the ERP systems. But our requirements, whatever the requirements satisfied by our management, they prepared their own application. That is nothing but Niva. Okay. In this Niva application, that is a system we have. In the particular system, we have first partitioning the requirements. Partitioning means logical categorization of each and every category, developing a list of detailed requirement and plan. Requirement is nothing but we need this one, the student database, that is okay, which is related to the student module. Faculty details, that is the faculty module, and they interlinked with the whenever class is over, we have to posting attendance, that is the one type of module. By combining all these together, the faculty is going to be post attendance. Another one, fees payment, that is one is going to be generated through online, you have to pay, like generating chalana, that is a one more module. It is interlinked with whom, permission through authorities, and then likewise we have some functionalities. Okay, that is nothing but whenever they're designing some they have the requirements. Based upon the requirements, they will divide the partition. Whenever they execute that particular part, that one requirement, it is going to be connecting to the all. Suppose if you want to get generate this the hall ticket is generated through Niva or what, your hall tickets, anyone? This is general question. Your hall tickets is generating in Niva or directly these people, college people are giving hall tickets?
Giving, sir. Sometimes it will be generated, sometimes it will.
Okay, that is the requirement they have. Whenever they need to generate in online, they can do. That is the one module is there available. Who are going to be involving means that functionalities, exam section, along with that principal, administration block, and then student. These three modules are going to be students. Four modules are going to be connect based to generate the hall ticket. It is going to be checking the fees payment, no dues, and all. It will check, and then it is going to be giving approval. Some requirement is there. How to whom it is going to be providing the hall ticket means it must be satisfy some conditions, and finally it is going to be get the result, this one hall ticket. Likewise, some partitions is there based upon. That's why local logical categories. Logical is nothing but some logic conditions is there in the part to generate the hall ticket, to generate the chalana, fees chalana, to pay the chalana. And likewise, we have some authorities are there. Authorities is nothing but requirement they kept. Based upon that, the functional modeling is going to be working step by step. Partitioning, that is nothing but partitioning the requirements. And the system description, second one, providing a chart. It is going to be giving the chart, brief describe the inputs and outputs and functions, okay, of the particular system being tested as a frame. That is nothing but giving the overall description about the system by drawing some diagram. Chart also we can draw, or otherwise some diagrams also we can draw. DFDs, actually in DFDs is going to be helpful for this type of system description. Best example in Pressman, it is there, fire alarm is there in kitchen. Whenever any fire accident is happen, automatically it is going to be giving fire alarm. It is going to be ringing. How it is going to be started, what is an input, what is an output, like what is how the functionality is going to work, how what are the software is going to be installed in the particular framework. Likewise, we can do those things in the system description, step by step, which module is going to be active whenever it is detecting that fire. Input for the particular fire alarm is nothing but input, fire only. What is an output means whenever it is identified the input, automatically it gives the siren. Okay, based upon the temperature of the particular fire. If a small fire also we can keep, but that sensitivity is there, no, some threshold value they kept. Based upon the threshold value, it is going to be checked. It is reaching to the particular degrees, automatically it is going to be bring the higher. These are nothing but system description, giving a chart, in the providing a chart or brief describing about what is an input, what is an output. And whereas come to third one, features to be tested. Already we know this one, features to be tested in discussed in functional, this one uh, unit testing and as well as integration testing. What are the features, functionalities we have to test? What we have to recognize those things, which one you tested likewise. That is nothing but features to be tested. And the strategy and report, that is the fourth one, strategy and report format. This one main thing here is nothing but we are performing some perform some standards and documentation mechanism of the reports we are going to be providing. Okay, reporting the formats. What type of formats they are going to be following me? Performance testing. At the time we are going to be taking the reports. Standard for the documentation. What type of standards they have to follow for documentation. But for example, in unit testing, they are preparing the document. No, that is the formats. And then mechanism of the report, mechanism for the reporting. What type of mechanism they have to take for reporting, and the special consideration type of projects going to be planned in the particular example may be a black box testing. Black box testing techniques is going to be used for functional testings. The type of reports we are going to be generating in the strategies and report testing. What type of techniques we taken? What type of reports we generated? What is the format? Likewise, they are going to be taking in the strategy and report formatting. And whereas come to fifth one, develop a requirements covering strategy. I said no, we have a how many requirements we have. See in this one traceability matrix, we have R1 is there, no, the requirement one we satisfy, they are checking that it is covered. Okay, whenever we to check the particular requirement one, we are going to be checking the these codes abc.cpp comma abc.h. They are going to be checking those things by checking the test cases directly. We have a link. This is nothing but traceability matrix, whereas come to here is nothing but this one developing of required coverage matrix, which subsets we completed, what are the priority of the subsets in the particular project we completed, test cases, specific test cases in the particular subsets is appeared or not. Likewise, we are going to be checking all the requirement coverage matrix is going to be testing in the, we are going to be did in the system test plan. Okay, and next one is an smoke test. Already I said it is going to be test by using the test cases only. The group of test cases establish the system in a stable and all major functionalities are working on it. Main thing here is nothing but why they are going to be checking the smoke test set means they're going to be check the functionalities, all major functionalities are working properly or not. Why? Because this one is going to be a test plan, system test plan for overall system. Okay, it is going to be, we have to check all that functionalities, major functionalities. If it is a small things also they won't consider, they are not going to be bothered about those small errors. They have to check the major functionalities are working or not. Likewise, they will test, and the test case is going to be referred as an smoke test or testability assessment criteria. It is going to be called as smoke test, or otherwise it is going to be called as a testability assessment criteria, like all everything is completed or not. And next one is an entry and exit criteria. We have to check that what is an entry criteria contains, and what are the exit criteria in the particular test environment. And likewise we have to check out when entry criteria, we have to check the data, what type of data we have to give as an input, what are the requirement for the testers we have to test, what if any necessary we have to provide those things. Likewise, we have to do in the entry and exit criteria. Okay, entry means nothing but we have to give some data, what type of data we have to give, and what exit means if it is satisfied automatically what is the exit criteria, what type of environment we have to provide for both entry and exit criteria. And second, another one is a suspension criteria. That is already we discussed it in the previous testing plans. It identifies the condition that's suspended testing. Example, critical bug prevention further testing. Suppose any critical bug testing is there, we are not going, suspension, we are going to be suspended. If the resources is not available, automatically we will suspend that one. Same here also, the suspension criteria. If any suspended critical condition is there, means at the time they are going to be preventive. For this purpose, they will suspension criteria is going to be included in the system test plan. And resource requirement, whereas come to this resource requirement, what type of requirements included in the document, what type of equipments we have to take, what type of softwares we have to take, and the personal. Suppose persons means who have experienced persons, based upon the testing strategy, we have to recruit the people. Okay, likewise we have to check the resource requirement in terms of documents, in terms of equipment, in terms of softwares, in terms of testers. And another one is a test team. This test team members who are in the testing, actually who are involved in the total system testing, like from starting to ending. Functional testing, it may be taken as an unit test, it may be a functional test, it may be integration testing, acceptance testing, or system testing. We can include all these things, we can include all these peoples. Okay. And partition organization, next one. Already we know what is a partition organization. Okay, the system test may be done, may not done, or may not be done. At the time we are going to be integrating all the peoples to this organization to identify the participation in the organization. Likewise, partitioning the organization, here organization point of view, they are going to be discussing who are involving, who are not going to be involving, who are involved in the development, who are going to be testing in the particular module. Likewise, will partitioning, suppose take an example, we have a functional testing, no, this one unit testing, developers are going to be involved in the functional this one unit testing. Why? Because they written the code, they know that what are the logic is going to be, which logic have some error. Likewise, they have no, that's why the developers are going to be involving partitioning. That's why organization is going to be partitioning, like test managers, test engineers, test leaders, junior test engineers, who are involving in the particular testing. What is the identification of, see, identification is there. Test managers is working exclusively for strategies, guidelines, preparations, documentation, requirement documentation, likewise by seeing the project plan. Whereas come to test leaders is going to be getting orders from the test managers, and they're going to be, likewise they have some partitioning in the teams. Okay, that is the participating in the organizations, participating, and who are going to be participating in the particular modules. Likewise, we can easily we can identify those people. Okay, not only in date and fixing this time, these people have to work in that particular project. Likewise, they will fix the date and time also. And extend and constraints is there, last but one. Here they're going to be identifying major resources. Sometimes they not be available in the particular constraints, that at the time they're going to be check this one. We extend and constraints. Extend, we are going to be extend the, which one, time duration, that is the scheduling time, because of some resources may not be available at the time, they're going to be extend and constraints. They will constraints based upon the situations. Okay. And schedule estimation, last one. To complete the test milestone, you should be planned compulsorily. Without planning, if you are scheduling the software testing, the system testing, automatically that is going to be a problem. Compulsorily time schedule for completing the testing the milestone must and should, you have to plan. These are the tasks, from partitioning the requirements to schedule estimation. From these are the tasks where they are going to be including in the system test plan. Okay. One more topic is there, acceptance test plan, and remaining 3 to 4 topics is there. After that, almost 90% of the